So when the app starts up, we kind of made an application log similar to the admin app director for Niagara. It just tells you you're connected to the station and you're pulling data and all that kind of stuff. And then here's an example, a QR code on the stat. And you get close to it and it starts pulling up information. Now, this one, we have a whole bunch of stuff left open up on it, so I'm going to move that to one side and then focus on the data panels. So there's a basic data panel that'll open up with every device, and that's the little panel I'm opening up there. Good, you guys are seeing it. And that just has a little bit of shortcut information. It's the panel that's always going to be open when you look at the device in question. Then there's a details panel, and that's the second one that I've opened up, and that gives you more information about the device. Yep, and then I also show that on site. We're at U of D Mercy working with an air handler on that one. Right, and then this also goes into the small scale view. So this particular air handler is a trained, built-up air handler that's sitting at U of D Mercy in one of their buildings, University Center. This just shows you how you can manipulate that small scale view. It all holds together, all the sensors are in there, and we've got data panels related to the different systems on there. That's how we kind of group them, kind of like you would on a regular Niagara graphic. So, and then here we are on site as well. So hint, hint, I'm standing right next to the air handler. I'm going to show you something else after this, but that's in case you want to see the whole system together. It holds together well. All the sensors are in there. All that data is shown. And it's nice because you can manipulate that image around. You can flip it upside down, expand it, look inside it if there's any information that you captured in the 3D image that you've used, etc. Okay. This next one is the latest one we were working on. It's the, we call it X-ray view or X-ray vision. And it starts off, I've got the different components of the air handler spread out across, and I'm grabbing them, and it illustrates putting them in place where the air handler actually is. So there's the fan compartment. And you see it's also got the data panel on it, and that's showing data currently for that segment. And I kind of zip through this because it's a little tedious, but not too bad. You'll also notice that each one of those compartments has a couple buttons to them. We've got a lock in place button that'll leave the equipment where you left it, and it writes that information back to Tritium right now. We're just saying that it's like an XYZ coordinate offset from the QR code. Yeah, and then you can see we also built out individual sensors, so you can place those where those go in the actual air handler. And those are all showing the live data from the system. What else? Something else you'll notice. Well, this is the, I think that's the Honeywell flame sensor or something. If I remember correctly. Scott would know, he's laughing.
What you're looking at. It's a freeze stab, Mike.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah,
Where it's going. That makes sense. So we put these things into position and then lock them in place. And then the next person coming along looking at that air handler will be able to see all that data presented right to their eye. Now, the other button on each one of those other large sites too, and you'll see this towards the end of it, you can click the button and make the ductwork disappear so that it looks, you kind of use the ductwork to line it up better and get it all aligned with the air handler, and then you can turn those off, and then you can really see into the air handler. So it was really cool doing this. It looks okay on video. Nothing does it justice like actually seeing it though. So when you put one of these things on and you're looking at the real air handler in front of you, it's amazing.
What was the reaction of the guys when you just did this?
They were freaking out.
Were they?
Yep.
The technicians?
Yes. So we got a couple of the service guys from U of D, and we're working with an integrator, Automated Energy Systems. And both teams, whenever they put this on and look at it, they were just in shock. It's like I was like, okay, we got to do some work now. I got to take that off you. So but it was really fun. And so some of the other things too that we're going to be adding to this system shortly is documentation about the actual system. So we're going to be able to embed that, in a folder on the Niagara station, and then the Hololens is going to read it right off of there, and be able to, put documentation pertinent to that exact system right in there and make it available to the end user as he's standing there. Okay, anyways, I think one last look through the air handler, and I think I turned off the boxes, not sure, but it was black one. Okay, so in a nutshell, that's it.
Good job, Mikey.
Yeah, thanks.